Welcome to Mixed Greens. We've already gotten started. We're talking about dispensary weed
versus
homegrown, indoor, local. Like we keep saying, if you follow the show, we're talking about weed. When it comes to dispensaries, we find that it's very overpriced.
I don't find that personally.
Oh, okay. Well, it's overpriced for most people. That's the number one complaint, is that it's overpriced. Okay, number two, the secondary, when you do find it at a decent price, it's just the quality. The quality is low. Like I said before, getting a nug, it's like you're getting a Ralph's, Kroger nug.
Or you said Walmart before, like a Walmart.
Yeah, I would say this weed, it's a little less Walmart, more Target.
That's what I felt when I felt like I felt like it was even smaller than Target.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm being generous, but yeah, like I said, when I look at this Mike's weed, it is like you said, it's fluffier. Mm-hmm. It's way more crystally. That's the thing, is like Mike's weed looks sticky. Mm-hmm. You know it's going to be sticky. You can see all of the crystals, not just like the crystals. It looks wet. It looks like dewdrops.
Yeah.
And this
tired. You also can't compare just because it might be definitely a different strand. Like, it would help to have the same type of strand.
Yeah.
Like if somebody said this
what
is
type of strand is this?
Like I said, this asshole didn't write it.
See, and then there we go. Another thing. So, and then what we have in my hand right now is the BSC, the best shit ever. So, I mean, I get maybe it is unfair to compare it to the BSC. But
which I don't even think that's the best shit ever, actually.
It's good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not knocking it. But, I mean, this, like I said, you really can't compare. I mean, this nug, the homegrown nug is white.
But that's why I'm saying you can't compare it because of strands. Like, certain strands are white as fuck.
Yeah. See, and this... And
even like you can't even compare like the orange hairs or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go get. So that's a BSC. I'm gonna go get the.
I definitely do agree though. There's a clear difference between the homegrown that we get. I'm not comparing everybody's homegrown. It's not even homegrown. These guys are professionals. Okay. Homegrown would be like Judy and I growing.
Now I'm gonna compare it to the Bubba. So the Bubba Kush is really not known for being so frosty.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm eating a little bit.
So I would say that this weed, I mean... Okay, so again, so this weed is a little bit more comparable to this Bubba.
Oops, sorry. I'm sorry.
The Bubba is soft. I mean, the Bubba is very dense.
It's more compact than the other, the BSC. It's more compact.
I just really feel... If I were to look at these nugs, I would choose the homegrown again.
Take a picture for when we take 1, 2, 3, and then post it for our promo.
It does kind of look better than.
Was that what you packed?
I packed the BSC.
No, you were supposed to pack.
Oh, that. I did pack yours.
And for you though, I'm gonna smoke the blunt.
Okay, well, I'm gonna taste this. So it could just be our own bias. You know,
No, I have been shading dispensary weed for the last few months now. Like, I'm not into it anymore. I mean, that's all I had for the moment. But before I even met Mike, I was like, this shit is boring. Like, this weed. I kept telling my husband, this weed is boring. When I met him, complete different, night and day. Mm-hmm. And I haven't even really been. I've only been going to the dispensary for for backup weed. Like for when I run out or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to smoke it. But surprisingly, this time I got something I liked. I do like this.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is. And it wasn't even, because you know how they have shelves? This was on their lower shelf. And I didn't pick it because it was on their lower shelf. I picked it because some guy said, do you guys have any purples? And they went to the back and said, oh, we haven't even put this out yet. And he pulled it out. And I liked it. And so I got it. And it was on one of their lower shelves. Mm-hmm. So I don't listen to their shelving systems. Because I don't know what the fuck they base that shit on.
So, but you got, so you said it was a decent price. Okay.
7 grams for $35. Which with Mike, I'm getting 3/8, which is 3.5 for $100. So 7, that's good. 7 grams for $35. And usually an eighth, it will run you between 30 at the places that are around here, 30 to 55. I don't feel like they're overpriced at all. Me personally, I think weed man's more expensive until you start talking about getting taxed and shit. Oh, and the recreational, we gotta go visit one. They're starting to pop up now. The recreational ones. I don't want to buy anything because I can get it cheaper at the medical, but unless it's different, if they have different growers, yeah. If they treat it like how Mike treats it, like if you can find a recreational spot that like cares.
So, yeah, okay, so they give you 7 grams for how much?
It was 35.
7 grams for 35. And how much was their top shelf?
See, that was their
That's
top
their low shelf.
They call top shelf bottom. Then there's VIP. Then there's PR. Then there's exclusive.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's so lame. 7 grams for the top was 60. And then it was 50, 40, 35 or something like that. It went down by the 10. So the most expensive 7 grams was 60. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at it.
Okay, but fuck, man, it's again like these games. You gotta play top shelf, primo. Like, why do you have levels? Like, why are you gonna be a dispensary and sell some low class shit?
That doesn't make sense. Because let's say, even though Mike does sell his shit all the same price, but let's say if you're a business,
because it's all good,
supply and demand. Let's say the BSC only yields so many pounds, whereas White Widow yields this many pounds. So White Widow would naturally be cheaper than BSC because each batch only yields so much. This is a more expensive plant. It's better than this, apparently. Not just because it yields less doesn't mean it's better, but we're telling you it's better. It is better. It tests better. It's going to be more expensive. You can't charge the same amount. You can't charge $35 for an eighth on something that tests far higher than friggin' stress. Or something. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Why are you even growing stress?
I'm not saying stress. I'm just saying things test at different levels.
Yeah.
I just said stress to be extreme in the range
but that's like
that
beer. That's also like
and it's
beer.
also more expensive.
Well, yeah, but it's like ranges in like dollars.
That's just like you saying, well, if this is 12 liters, why isn't it $3.99? It doesn't matter if it's 12 liters. This is a better brew. This is a micro brew or whatever.
Well, you're comparing it to like the level of high. If it's a level of high, because a beer, like a 7.6 beer, can be the same price as the 5.
I'm not talking about a level. I think I'm talking more about if it's a micro brew or if like. I'm talking about supply and demand, basically. Like I said, like
okay, well, yeah, you're right in that they can charge whatever they want and they can do whatever they want, but that's what I'm saying is like it's just too many games. plain. Like, I just want some good weed. Don't give me some mediocre shit. And then try to call it primo or like just what if you have a name of it. I get that all different kinds of weeds affect you differently.
The names are dumb.
And the names don't even mean anything.
Right.
Okay. So I get that. But I mean,
but isn't
there
that
are
for
certain
you to
characteristics.
decide? Isn't that for you to decide? You go in there, you get to see everything, you get to smell everything, you get to touch everything. So they don't have to tell you shit.
You don't get to touch you don't have to touch it, but
you don't have to, but you can.
So.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's up to your discretion.
I get that.
To decide if this is worth paying for or not.
Well,
you can look at it and know that this shit looks whack.
Naturally, yeah.
Why would I pay $45? And you will go to dispensaries that their prices are jacked up. Just straight up, their prices are jacked up. You're like, why am I paying $65 for an A? For what? You guys, they don't even, like, I've been to dispensaries and they don't even have A's lower than $45.
Yeah, well,
like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
So, the majority of dispensaries, like in your experience, because I don't go to dispensaries, so in your experience, like you came across this good dispensary, you were satisfied with the weed. I just smoked a bowl. I'll just wait a few more minutes.
I said, finally, I got a good strand. I didn't find a good dispensary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My mistake. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm like, finally, I got something I like from the fucking dispensary in like 3-4 months. It's been a while.
Okay. So I thought that you said, I misheard you. Anyways, I thought you found a new dispensary, and I was like, oh, sweet, a new dispensary. Mm-mm. But, okay,
Same as boring weed, I just got lucky this time. Basically, I'm going to move this just because.
Oh, I didn't realize what that was.
So it was decent, you say?
Oh, so I got you a beer.
Okay.
So a little Modern Times Hoppy Dank. I figured it'd be
different than our IPA. Different than our IPA. Ooh.
Yeah, this is an amber.
Give it a smell. Oh, you've had this before, right?
Yeah, I like Modern Times. I especially like this beer can design. Like you said, there's so many rad beer label designs. Stoked that there's like a space and.
Are you aware that we're not supposed to be drinking beers out of cans? You're supposed to pour it into a glass.
Oh, yeah. Fucking suck a dick, dude. It opens it up, man. Mm-hmm. Like, give me the fucking
And then I just learned the other day, you're supposed to, like, lift the head. You're supposed to leave, like, you know how people want to tilt the glass and not have as much head? You want the head, and you want it to go down, because that also aerates your beer.
Nothing like some good head. Yeah, and you're all supposed to spit wine out at a wine tasting.
Right. Who does that?
It's like, you know, okay, so that's another thing. Like, I try to eat plant-based, try to eat healthy. There's so much fucking shit, like, to avoid. Like, you're supposed to, like, I don't know. Like, I'll drink out of a fucking can. It might have BPA. I'll fucking take that risk. God is my bodyguard.
Alright, so we're having Blazing World, San Diego, California, brewed, Modern Times beer, Hoppy Dank Amber. You've already said that, but I don't think you read the whole part. But so did you get this from Trader Joe's? I think I saw this at Trader Joe's.
No, I fucking actually got it from Target.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, and shit, like, when I'm being an asshole, you need to tell me, just like you told me I was wrong.
You were so obnoxious last episode, I'll just let you know. We're on the topic now.
Like, no, like, seriously, just because, like, I was saying, like, you know, how you are, like, you're just, you're raised with this, like, one, like, ideology, and, like, there's this whole other, and so you just being aware of how you, like, different, like, because I can't see myself, I don't know how I'm behaving, so sometimes I act foolish and I need to be put in check, like, just tell me, just be honest. But this is the thing is, like, because you are, like, very, like, strong-willed, like, you know what you want. Thanks. Yeah. That's also why I like you, but I also don't want it to, like, I don't want it to become a problem, like, I don't want us to butt heads.
Yeah.
So I also, because I don't want to do that, and like, I'm the oldest of 5. Like, I'm used to, like, having to give back. Like, I also don't want to get to a point where I'm just, like, okay, like, giving back.
Right.
So.
Well, I don't think that,
And I also don't want to be an asshole, because sometimes I'm an asshole.
I don't think my only child syndrome has to do with me having to get my way all the time.
No.
So that's one thing.
No, it's not having to get your way. It's just being very strong-willed. Yeah. And that's a good, like I was saying, like that's a good thing, because we're going to need that. Like, I feel
this is a good conversation. Actually, this is good for the show, because this is kind of us hashing out our personalities on air. I mean, we'll see.
We can leave some, maybe we can, anyways.
So, I'll tell you something. I want to say I butt head with all my close friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
So, and I'm still friends with every last one of them.
And that's the thing, is like everybody has their individual experience, so you're not going to agree on everything, which is why you're going to butt heads. And you just have to accept, like, okay, well, that's your perspective, and this is my perspective.
I think it's like the way that you butt heads. Because I take things a certain way. I feel like if we're disagreeing, that's one thing. But okay, as long as, like, we could just hang up and be able to talk the next day, that's cool. I don't give a fuck if we argue or whatever. But,
okay, side note, I gotta say, I just hit the true OG from our grower. Mm-mm. And I gotta say, it's tasty. Now, this no name, it didn't really have a taste.
Oh, you tripping. I got something to say about you.
Okay, tell me.
I feel like you are so headstrong on your opinions. You have, like, when you're set on what your opinion is, that's what your opinion is. Oh, you brought my lighter already. I saw you, I think.
No, this is mine.
I know, but I thought I saw you get a ring. Oh, no, that's my husband earlier. No, that's my husband.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what I was telling you. Like, you have to tell me when I get like that.
That's why I was like, we gotta chill on this episode, because Judy been tripping the last 2 episodes.
I know.
I'm like, dude, we supposed to be having fun. Fuck the facts, motherfucker. Like, shit.
But still.
No, you were just too... Like, okay, so I'm editing.
That's why I didn't like that episode. I don't know. I just felt like it was just way...
You're out of control, Judy. I've had my out of control days. But, no, I haven't even posted this episode yet. This is the one from... When did we record? Wednesday?
It's not fun. It's just not going to be fun.
Well, I feel like we should talk about some serious things. But then it was like... We weren't even talking about nothing serious. I just said, like, the dude at my job was old. And, like... And then you're like, well, just because they're old, and I know this lady, and she's old, and she can do the job great. And I'm like, okay, I got down. Like, shit. But I know I argue like that, too. Like, if I have my point, I'm like, nah, this is the point.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, like.
See, I just
feel you went hard. You go a little bit hard, though. Yeah. When I think, like, okay, like, I want to have the facts. Like, that's what I use you for. I use you to get the facts, but then I just want to have fun. So, like, don't come that hard on me. Like, state the facts, but, like, just realize, like, I'm a class clown. I'm just having fun. I could have been a lawyer when I was growing up, so I could argue any side. I don't give a fuck what side of the fence I'm on, unless it's actually my thing. If we're just having a podcast, I don't give a fuck what side of the fence I'm on. So just consider that. Like, don't go. I'm not telling you because I don't want to like change the way you're like how you flow and everything.
But it
will
like, help me understand. Don't go hard on me
because I'm just trying to have fun or whatever.
Like you're just fucking around.
Not always, but most of the time, like, or I'm just kind of keeping things. And
I just take things too seriously.
So, like, that's also like the yin and the yang. Like, okay, yeah, we want that. We want the that's what you're there for. But then keep in mind, I'm a jokester, so don't fucking bash me into a corner and beat me down, have me going home crying and shit because, like, goddamn.
I just did not feel good about that episode when I was like, that's why I was like, let's just end this. Like, God, like, I don't feel good.
Let me have fun. Just realize, like, okay, she don't give a fuck. Let me just state the facts. Let her say what the fuck she want. And then, I don't know. That's why I don't want us to, like, change, but I don't want us to be that strong. Like, I feel like we just turn into, like, angry feminists or something, like, And we like left the fun out. Like, goddamn,
I'm like, God, like, let's just forget those episodes. That's why with the Afro Latino, I was like, man, just go ahead and forget that.
That one's out.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
That one. I think I like that one.
I don't like this one. This other one. If you don't want to.
The one before.
This last one we just recorded.
On Wednesday.
The too serious one.
I don't know. I'm at like 38 minutes. I enjoyed it at first until we got to where he started bashing me about the teacher, the old lady teacher that knows the bag and shit.
That's
like,
so annoying.
I'm like, dude, the dude I know is fucked up and he's old. Like, goddamn shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I was just in a mood, obviously.
No, it's okay.
Because
I'm gonna name that shit the PMS episode or something.
Maybe I was. Shit, I don't even know. I never know. I will never know. I have to just like hang out with somebody that actually has a period, and then that's how I know.
Oh, you don't. That's something to talk about. You don't. Why? Because of Depo-Provera. Why?
No, because I had I don't have a.
Oh, you had a hysterectomy.
I had a hysterectomy.
I'm sorry, because I said it like, why? Let's talk about it. But that was sensitive.
Yeah, so anyways, this weed tastes a lot better.
Can we do a side note?
And I didn't even get high. I didn't even get high after that last hit. Here, let me try this. That's the same way, obviously.
Okay, can we talk about that on a side note or what?
What?
About the hysterectomy thing. Is that part of the cancer?
Oh yeah, I had a cervical cancer. I found out right after I had ILSA. And I had a hysterectomy when she was 6 months old. By the time I went to the doctor and they got the lab results and all that, she's 6 months old, and so the hysterectomy. I still have my ovaries, so I don't, and part of my cervix. I just don't have the oven. Okay. I got little pipes and shit.
You just can't bake it.
Yes, which is fine with me. I mean, I got my ovaries. Guess my eggs just float off into outer space, and my body absorbs them and I piss them out or something. So that's why I just don't know when I have a period. And actually, I think, oh my god, yeah, last Wednesday it was a full moon. That's why. I bet you that's what was all fucked up.
That's funny. So yeah.
Oh my god.
My mom and my grandma both had hysterectomies. I feared for the last, I don't know, I just had fears of me having issues down there. And so I do have cysts on my ovaries because I have stomach issues. And so they check my shit. Oh. They check those kind of things, okay? So, and it's lower abdomen. It's not really stomach. It's lower. It's more your lady parts or shit. Not your crotch, it's but
close.
Yeah.
They're all relative.
So yeah, I have cysts and shit, but it's not they're benign. They're not fucking with me. But they do give me pain and stuff, shit like that, Mm-hmm. So I've always, because my mom had a hysterectomy in her 30s. So I've always expected, okay, just look out for certain things.
I was 28. I just turned 29, actually. I had just turned 29. And then 2 weeks later, I had surgery. So, still in my 20s, nurses would walk into my room and, have this, surprised look on their face. And, oh my god, you're so young.
Excuse me.
It's yeah, man, I know.
Is that what caused you to change your diet, or?
Yes. Well, yes, it did. I had been vegetarian prior, and then I stopped being vegetarian for a few years, and then I got cancer.
So in your head, is that that's what it was, or?
Yes, and I know it was because just how my body functions, just my digestive tract and like how I smell, like everything. I just feel like, and also like looking at my family. Like I come, like I said, I'm a thick girl, so I come like, and I'm the smallest, smallest, and like my sisters are all taller than me and everything. So I just look at my family, and like the ones that don't exercise and just fucking eat a bunch of tacos are fat and have health issues, fucking sleep apnea and all that shit. And the ones that actually exercise, I mean, they still eat a bunch of meat, but they at least exercise and eat healthier.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I can't, like, you can
so
tell.
You see what, like, okay, yeah, either you want to be like this or you want to be like that, you choose.
Exactly. And that's what I was trying, like, my sister, I have 3 sisters, and the one right down from me, the next young, like, all of them have something wrong with their health.
Like what?
Just always sick. The next sister from me, she's epileptic. Her whole life, she had seizures. Like now we know she was just autistic.
Wait, she got autism and she has seizures?
Yeah, that like they go hand in hand.
Okay.
That's also why I would want to.
Wait, how's her autism in her adult life?
You can grow out of it. She grew out of it. She's fine. But she still has seizures every once in a while if she doesn't medicate.
The doctors told me that for ADD that you don't grow out of it. You just learn how to adapt to your environment, which is true.
Yeah, and I also think a lot of ADD is also diet too.
Diet, and also it's half of that shit is falsely diagnosed cases,
and it's a lot of like
I don't really think my son has issues, but he ain't got.
He's probably just normal, just likes to be busy.
No, he doesn't have the hyper part.
Just doesn't pay attention?
Yeah.
Well,
he just, like I said, I told you to take the shit out the freezer, and you didn't take the shit out the freezer.
No.
That's my friend, one of my friends, she was like, shit, ADD. Shit, that's a goddamn ass whooping to ask me shit.
Okay.
That's my best friend, Albert. She was like,
who?
Hey. As soon as when I said, oh,
Alvaro?
No, I called her.
Yes, I love you.
I called her. I was like, hey, they said my son Austin has ADD. She said, ADD? Girl, you need to whoop his ass. Shit.
Right? That's him being on like video games. Like, you need to go outside. When does Austin go outside?
Back then he did. Not now, no.
Okay, so I'll tell you, today the homie, I went to class, had a stressful day, found out some kind of bad news, but whatever, it's for the best, and had a debate to do for school. That was kind of stressful. I had to get my head in the game. I was like all fucked up for a while, and then I had this debate, so then I just like got kicked back into gear, and then the homie called up, and she was like, oh, I'm not going to go to work today. And I was like, oh shit, I just got out of class. And she's like, I just want to drink beers. I'm like, oh shit, me too. What are you doing? And she's like, dropping my kid off at daycare right now. I said, swerve, let's drink beer.
Okay, fuck it.
Right. So we went to eat and having a good time, whatever, downtown Long Beach. This restaurant we like to go to. So we're leaving, and my back is like facing the kitchen. They have this like cool row of seats where you get to face the kitchen and watch them cook while you eat, which anyways. And her face was to the door. So some dude walks in and she's like smiling all weird, and I was like, oh, like what's going on? And she's like, I don't, like, while she's smiling, she's like, I don't know, this guy just keeps smiling at me. And Then he breaks away, and so she's like, I don't know. He just keeps smiling at me. So that happens. He sits down. Like, I go to the bathroom. We're leaving at that point. So I go to the bathroom, and they're like, I come back from the bathroom, and I can see them, and he's totally, like, checking her out again. And he's cute, okay? So we leave, and he's, like, makes eye contact and blushes, and I totally see it, and I'm like, oh, my God, like, Bree, like, go fucking give him your number, girl. Go say something. And she's like, no, I can't. So, like, man, I'm going to go, like, I'll be back. I'm going to go get a pen and paper and give him your phone number. Because I also noticed that at that same time he had got up to go to the bathroom. So I was like, oh, sweet, I'll just, like, write this note down and, like, put it on this table. But it took so freaking long to get the pen and paper that he came back. You got all busted and shit. Yeah, so anyways, he was sitting there, and I was like, I'm going to do it anyway. So I hand him the paper, and I'm like, my friend is shy. Here you go.
You guys are so high school.
So, right? So I walked away. I walked away. I walked away. He, like...
Dick pic. No, that's right.
Right? Girl, I told you you had a little dick. Just kidding.
Speaking of that, did you see Safari's dick? But, whatever.
No, I'm not in...
Alright, go on.
I don't even know if it's... Like, how do you even... Did you see it was his? Was it attached to his face? Like...
Yeah, I saw. I can see. That was him.
I don't know. Like, why we... Like, see Safari's dick, but we didn't ever get to see D'Angelo's dick.
Oh, but at least they showed the crop marks of it. They showed the...
How does it feel? See, that... I feel like that is way sexier than seeing actually fucking dick. Like, dude, alright, I saw the show. I don't even want it.
I want to see the game's dick. I've already seen his panty liners. His... What do they call that shit?
But it's just like, it's like, it's classy. Like, Safari. Yeah,
Well, that wasn't for all of us. I don't think. He's such a ham, though. It probably was for all of us.
Yeah, leaked. No, nobody was talking about Safari till it was leaked. Anyways, what were we even talking about?
You were talking about dicks, but I'm not sure.
Oh, so
okay.
The homeboy at the restaurant.
Okay.
So she's like, let's just grab a beer, and I was like, okay, sure. 'Cause across the street is this dope little bar we like to go to, and so he texts her like, yeah, blah blah blah. And she's like, oh my God, what do I say? What do I say? She's like, here, do it for me, because I'm actually really good at that.
Okay.
So I totally hook a bitch up, text the digits. He responds back right away. Oh my God. His phone number is like some like weird area code. It's from the East Coast. Turns out he's from New York, here on business. Which might be good for a night. Like, girl,
yeah,
shit. Get yours.
Next time you come out here, I'll see you next time.
Get it while the getting is good.
Yep. But also, don't believe them, because some of my homeboys got some crazy ass phone numbers, and you can easily just get that Google. You can just get Google. When you get a Google phone number like we have, I don't know what our phone number is right now, and you can choose any area code you want, Judy.
Okay, yes, this is true. I know this is true. So, to continue the story, we go to the V room, chill out, have some beers. He continues to text her, and he's like, oh, I just got done with a meeting, yada yada. It's like, it would be nice to do an early happy hour. All right, we're here. Come over. He comes over. He talks with us for a while. We spent a little time there. It was cool. He was a super dope guy.
Okay, good.
Like, you know, you could vibe with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, this dude's a creep. Like, you could tell.
Yes.
This dude's stuck in college or whatever. You could tell.
Yes, he had the story. That or he's like super intelligent and highly psychotic. I doubt that's the case, but he was super cool, and she just started drinking too much, man. She failed.
I did not think this story was going to go this way.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it sounded so good.
So she had to go, like, we had to break away. You know, we had to break away, tend to...
Wait, what was she drinking?
Beer. So, this is the thing we had been... But she's, like, 5'1", 5'2", or something. Maybe she's 5'2". Maybe she's
still, 5'2". Enough beers to have to break away in the middle of the day?
She drank more beers than I did, though.
How'd she pick her kid up?
I drove. Now, like, that's one thing about, like, I'm a stoner, like all these bong ropes, all these little rips you hear, that's for real. Like, I'm really smoking. So I'm not a big drinker. Like, I have this tall boy right here, Modern Times tall boy, and it'll last me. Anyhow,
even though you've been drinking since 1.
Yes, and that's another thing. It's like, what time is it now? It is currently 9. So I've been drinking for 8 hours, and I'm still going strong.
Still going strong, but she texted me that said I'm fading.
Yeah, but
I'm still here,
right?
Yep. Just like the sun comes up in the morning. No, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say, but shit, something like that. I'm still here.
The teachers on strike?
Yeah.
I don't really care about Virginia.
I mean, I don't care about Virginia, but they might have started some shit.
Okay, let's see.
So Oklahoma teachers might do it next, and those kids in West Virginia didn't get to they didn't get to go to school for like 9 days I think 9 days, 9 school days, not just the weekends, 9 actual school days, because those teachers held out. They said fuck that shit. I mean, they're talking about all the things that they have to deal with as teachers, and you want to pay me $35,000 to $44,000 a year to fucking watch your kids, and actually you depend on me to educate them and get them merged into society? Oh my goodness. And I was reading, like, at first when they first started like paying teachers, they paid them a little bit above a maid. They thought that was okay, no problem. And they had like 60 kids to a class in like poverty-stricken areas. Like, what the fuck? Like, but of course this is back in the day, but still. Now, $33,000 to $44,000 a year is not enough for a teacher. That is a slap in the face. And you really expect them to educate your children? Mm-hmm. And then if you look up, like, I'm gonna take this. And if you look like how much it costs to like live in West Virginia, of course it's cheaper than California, but still.
It's cheaper because you're on a West Virginia pay rate. That's what you can afford.
Trust me. Teachers don't make any more to not have to live in the same communities that these children that they are teaching live in. I mean, maybe the next neighborhood. But, Judy, have you ever... Wait, I can't whisper. Have you ever looked up how much the teachers make in our school district? I did.
Yeah. They make a lot. They make a lot. I do not feel sorry for the teachers in the school district.
Them motherfuckers make a lot.
I don't donate school supplies.
Like, I don't feel like I feel like in our school district, if teachers buy shit, it's because they want to. I don't think they have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, our school district, I don't think they gotta buy shit. But I'm sure they want to, and they do. Because I feel like most of the teachers care. And if they don't, I think they get rid of them motherfuckers.
They want to have a cute classroom. That's what it comes down to.
Oh, yeah.
So
you gotta floss.
It's the older teachers don't really care. It's the younger teachers that do. Like, oh, my uncle works for 3M, or my mom is a publicist, and blah blah blah. Yeah, like
she wrote these poems or made this mosaic.
I mean, I'm not like hating, but it's kind of like.
Oh no, I'm just joking. I'm not hating.
Well, I am kind of hating because they only got that job because their mom worked there anyway.
You talking about one? Are you talking about Mrs. No, I'm just taking her name out, but
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. That bitch is crazy.
Oh, dude, which one? The older one or the younger one?
The younger one. Is the older one crazy too?
Oh, she's so loving and caring. Your son doesn't have, Max doesn't have her for Matt?
No.
And see, I had a parent on the baseball team, I'm going to edit the name, but I had a parent on the baseball team that talked so much shit about the younger Miss girl before I even knew her, that was messed up. That's why I don't like people talking shit about people before I meet them. Because, and then I didn't even know who she was, so this bitch talked shit all about this girl. And then one day she was at the baseball game, and I was like, well, why is she here then? I was like, well, what the fuck is she at the game for then? I don't know. But I didn't know, like,
it's kind of weird.
I didn't know it was her. I didn't know she was, I don't know. And they were like, she's right there. I don't know. Sorry, my bad.
You can't even tell that she's a teacher.
Oh, because she's so young.
Chris thought that she was a chubby 12th grade, or a chubby middle schooler, because she's short, so he thought she was a chubby middle schooler.
Yeah, she looks so good. But I feel bad, and I think she probably heard me, but I didn't mean anything by you at all. I was just wondering if you guys hate each other so much, why is she at your kid's baseball game?
Because the kid's like, oh yeah, I want you to come to my baseball game.
Exactly.
And she's like, okay, yeah, I'll go to your baseball game.
Yes, because I've had, what's her name? Yes, and came to Jaden's baseball game.
Miss is cool.
Miss came to Jaden's basketball game just for him. So that's what they do. Like, specifically. Oh, she probably had, like, more kids. But she was like, oh, this is the best game. I have 5 kids playing on 2 teams. Since it's lost Al and JB, yeah. So I don't know, but she
That's cool. Yes, and I have seen her there. Yeah, that is cool, but she's just different. She just puts off a very creepy vibe.
The younger one?
The younger one. Mm. She gave my son a hard time.
Oh, was he in her class?
He was in her class.
Oh, okay.
She gave him a hard time.
Okay, so then the other parent was right? Like, the other parent didn't like her at all.
She gave him a D at the end of the school year in math or something. She didn't even say anything that he was gonna get a bad grade. Like
she's early.
He had like a little dip. See, now with him, he's really good at school, so he won't turn in his assignments. He'll do it, and he just gets absent-minded. And he was. Well,
get away from me.
She teaches the 3rd grade anyway. So she teaches the 3rd grade anyway, and the kids are young. So, so of course they're gonna need some checking on. Okay, so you don't give a kid, wait till the end of the year and just give them a D. You tell the parent like, hey, your kid's fucking up, man. They're not turning in their assignments. She didn't say anything.
Was that her first year?
And no, it wasn't her.
Wait, how many years has she been there now then?
She's been there for a long ass time. I did not realize. I thought she was just an assistant.
Well, yeah, because that was like 4 years ago that
she was
homegirl was complaining. You probably know who the parent is. We probably were on the same team or something before.
Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't like her. And then Chris saw her one time. It was at lunch. They have like badges that they wear, like necklaces that have a name tag for whatever duty they have, and she says, oh, Sally, Mary, once again you forgot to take your badges. And she holds them out, like all the children are lined up and she's at the front of the line. They're all still looking at her, ready to go to lunch, and she says this in front of everyone, once again you forget to get your badges, and drops them on there. She holds her hand out with them while she's saying this. They're dangling. Then she drops them on the ground, turns around, walks away. All the kids start following her, walking to lunch, and the children whose badges must go and pick them up off the ground now.
Okay, so guess what? I feel like that's something somebody would do to my kids, and I wish somebody would catch somebody and tell me that shit. Because my kids always forgetting shit and fucking, oh, where's your PE shorts? Jaden, he's always forgetting his PE shorts or something, or forgetting to bring them home, either or vice versa. See, I wish somebody would do that shit to my kid. I don't give a fuck how many times he forgot.
See,
you could scold him. I don't mind you scolding my kid, but you ain't about to just.
And how old is Jaden? He's
13.
13. Okay. Now this happened to an 8-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So of course the 8-year-old you're gonna be way more lenient.
And bitch, you look 12. I will fuck your ass up.
Yes, she is. So now I really think that she's just jealous of my son because he's popular. And she has some insecurity issues.
Oh, so your son was one of the people she dropped the badge?
No,
oh,
no.
Okay.
But she gave him a D at the end of the school year. Like I said, she did not say anything at all. Like, hey, Max about to get a D.
Did you say that?
Nothing.
Who was the principal at the time? That was Mr. Wood. Never.
Yes, and then it was Howson came in.
Never heard of him
So
do shit.
why?
That nigga was a punk, man. And I'm not even saying that because of whatever. Cause I brought some things to his attention. He didn't do shit.
He doesn't care.
He didn't do shit.
They don't care because they're on that fast track to like working for
superintendent for the motherfucking district or some shit.
Yes.
Like Miss Earl. I
don't know who that is.
You don't know? You have to. Damn, Earl this superintendent, but not junior.
And he used to be
the principal of Lee. Man, that motherfucker is the best ever. You need to go make your way and meet him. He comes to like the graduations and he comes. You just gotta know him.
That's cool.
He know me. Hey, okay, so talk about giving a good, that's why I'm proud of him for making whatever it is, junior superintendent or whatever it's called. The first day we showed up to Lee with Austin in the 4th grade or the 3rd grade. It was like 2 days before school started. I just got the job over here. So I was like, oh shit, let me get my son over here and look in this school. They was like, yeah, we got space, come over. He was standing outside in the front, right from the door. He said, hey, wrong hand, but he was like, he must be Austin. Mm-hmm. Like, we just walked up. In my head, I'm like, because we black, you know. But I thought that shit was awesome as fuck. Like, he was expecting us. Like, we just walked up. Like, he's like, he must be Austin. And then Jaden, we was all little. Jaden was like 3 or some bullshit. He was all little. He was like, hey, buddy, you gonna come to school? And then, like, he literally said, hey, buddy, you gonna come to school when you get older? And he was like, yeah. And then, like, literally, when Jaden came, so Jaden must have had kindergarten with Earl, and then maybe the next year, Mr. Earl. He was like, hey, I told you. Like, he remembered, he was like, I told you. Like, years later, like, damn. Mm-hmm. And to this day, because he comes to all the graduations, he shows up everywhere. You'd be surprised. He sees me, he know me, he still knows me. He's like, hey, give me hugs and shit. I be looking at them white motherfuckers that's all, yeah, bitch, I know verbal opposite motherfucker. Like, yeah, motherfucker, like, for real. Like, not like they even give a fuck, but they kind of might be like,
do you know who I am?
Do you know who I know?
Mr. Wolfman knows who I am.
Do you know who I know, bitch? But yeah, that motherfucker is I know the superintendent, bitch. But I was impressed by how personable he was. He was the best principal, I think. Oh, me doing a sneaky. Why the fuck you up in my parent-teacher conference for?
Wow.
Yeah. And it's Terrence of all that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is Terrence. What are you doing? Get out of here. Like, you should have been in Jaden's.
There for?
She's just like, just observing. Miss saying it's his first year or whatever.
Oh, she got a bunch of complaints.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing about her, but what did they say? Because I'm going to see what I had her. I don't know. I don't have that. I didn't really have her.
She's the newer teacher, right?
She just started. Oh, well, Terrence said that was Oh, she said that was last year, so I guess 4 or 5.
Yeah. So, I don't know, just some parents have problems with her. I don't know. That's all I know. There's difficult parents at that school, so what do I know? But I do know that some parents had
ethnic.
Some parents had problems with her, which is probably why the principal had to sit in on the meetings.
Oh, thank you. Because I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, I know, like, I had to have, like, because, okay, like I said, Austin, he had the ADD thing. So we did have that. Like, we were sitting in with psychiatrist, principal, everybody. Probably why Mr. Wolfers knows me even more. He had to be sitting in them motherfucking meetings with me and shit. Like,
so it's not because you're black.
No, it was because we were black when we first met him.
Okay.
But that's why he still knows me. We know each other well. Yes. No, I don't. Why am I doing that? Whatever. But anyway, but those salaries. So Mr. Walker made the last time I checked, which was 2 years ago. So I know his salary went up. His salary is about $247,000 a year or so. And like the average teachers, not the new people, the average teachers that we all know and love, they're at 100 and over, 100, 120, 120, 130. The newbies are at like, they're starting at like 70 or something, but they're working their way up the ranks. So that's really good. So that's great. Like, so you can say like, oh, it sucks to be a teacher here in Los Al, but like when you look at the teachers that are in like West Virginia and they're over there paying them like $33,000 to $44,000 a year.
I was just telling my kids that. I was like, the teachers in your school district, they get paid pretty good. They're like, because one of them brought up, oh yeah, teachers don't get paid that much, huh? And I was like, yeah, you're right. Generally they don't, but the teachers in your district do. That
confused me when I found out how much the teachers in this district made. I was like, I thought teachers didn't make that much, a lot, but it's like apparently there's some kind of misconception, or
there is a little bit. Yes, you have to just check your district.
But then that's also sad to say that, oh, okay, we'll pay teachers more to teach like privileged kids, where we're going to teach you less to teach disadvantaged kids. So why are these teachers going to care about teaching your disadvantaged children when they're only getting paid? They live next door to these goddamn kids. I mean, that sounded wrong. That sounded wrong. I live next door to these kids. Or I used to live next door to these kids, and I used to love those kids, and I love those kids, and those kids love me. I'll tell you, and I used to be one of those kids. I'll tell you stories about like things I used to play outside with these. I shouldn't say my neighbor, the kids in my neighborhood. Before I moved here, I used to play outside with these kids, kind of because I wanted my kids to play outside, but I didn't feel that comfortable playing outside. I mean, my kids playing outside. So I played outside with them. And so I got to know all the kids in the neighborhood. I used to buy them shit off the ice cream truck all the goddamn time. I used to race them in the street every other goddamn day and beat them until somebody moved in and they beat me and I stopped or whatever. So I used to, and then I used to be on a skateboard and try to do a trick till I fell and almost broke my hip and had to go to the hospital and get x-rays, you know.
I just fell off my skateboard and I hurt my knee.
Every time I used to barbecue for my family, like regular ass barbecue ribs and shit, I made sure when I went to the grocery store to buy enough, I used to count how many kids I knew came around me and make hot dogs, like 2-3 hot dogs for each one of them kids every time I barbecued. Because I had, like, okay, y'all smell it. It's not like I was on my balcony. I went into the alley. All the kids know, oh, Erica's barbecuing. I fed them kids. They knew. And sometimes, like, I know I want to smoke my weed and I be drinking at mommy. So I'm like, okay, bye. You already know. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you already know. I'll call you when the hot dogs are ready. Get the fuck go. I don't want y'all because they would just start gathering, skateboarding and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to kick it. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'll call you guys when it's done. But yeah, I used to be the one take my tennis shoes off, race them in the street. I rode past her the other day just to see if I could see, like, hey, what's up? What y'all doing?
Yeah, I had I had a little babysitter around the corner from. I grew up in a house, but my parents worked, so around the corner was a babysitter. She lived in an apartment. And it was like one of those apartments where it's just like a rectangle and then the side is like the giant patio area. Mm-mm. So I said she was babysitter, a bunch of kids running around. So that's what I had.
You're so high.
I know.
Oh my
God. Just delete that
was
part?
like there was no point to it.
I know. Will you just delete that, please?
That was one of the designers said, you can just cut that. I was like, no.
Just like a few, I know. Alright, thanks for listening to this episode of Mixed Greens. I'm Judy.
I'm Erica.
Here we go.
No, we're not starting, we're ending.
Oh.
I'm leaving that. You said, here we go.
See, that's what I'm saying. You leave that kind of stuff.
It's funny because
if we
actually have fans, they would think that shit was funny. We're not on CNN,
that's where
motherfucker.
the episodes are too long. We're not going to attract people with the longest episodes. We could save that.
We're not going to. I know. That's the end of the show. It's going to be like, oh, okay, thanks for listening to Miss Greens. I'm Judy. Erica. Okay, and we're going to laugh. And then we're like, follow some. It's not going to be this long-ass goddamn story. It's going to be like, no. Okay, follow some. Okay. What the hell?
Okay, I don't know.
Because you don't listen to the fucking show.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Thank you for listening to the Mixed Greens podcast. I'm Erica.
I'm Judy.
And you can follow us everywhere on every platform at Mixed Greens Podcast. And you can follow us on Twitter at Mixed Greens Pod. There's other things. Check it out in our bio. Check it out in the description. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, I did it this time.
Mixed greens, don't judge me. It's not what it seems. Mixed greens, mixed greens.